YouTube, what is up? It's AD with US Squads. I hope you're having a banging day. Today we're talking EOTECHs, we're talking holographic sights, and this might be the last EOTech video that I do. Why? Because I think I found the ultimate, greatest EOTech model of yet. October 2013. I've done videos on the EOTech 512. I'll put the link there. That's their basic model. I've done reviews on the 517. I've done reviews on the EXPS3 zombie stopper. I'll put the link there. But I'll tell you what, out of all those EOTech models, this is my favorite one. And by all means, MSRP on this is $675. Price reflects the amount of technology they've put into this bad boy. And, you know, take pride in your rifle. Take pride in your gear. You do get what you pay for in life for the most part. And I truly believe that, you know, you get what you pay for from this EOTech. So let's get to it and show you what this is all about. This is the EXPS3-0, okay, in flat dark earth or tan. Here's the box. We'll do a little unboxing. It's just this plastic little thingy that's kind of like so. No big deal. Inspection date, made in the USA, patent pending, good stuff. Okay, a little Tupperware box. Isn't the greatest thing on the planet, but you know what? Still protects your super expensive sight for travel and is fairly durable. Not Pelican case-ish, but definitely I think more durable than the norm. And inside we're going to have our user manual and warranty card, etc. Now a quick explanation. There's a few models of this particular model. This is the EXPS3-0. That's a model type that defines a reticle. There's -0, -2, and -4, I believe. So it could be a little off on those numbers, but let me give you an idea of how that works. Here's the -0 to the left, -2, and -4. And as you can see, those dash marks represent how many dots are in the center of the center ring, which is a 6 MOA ring, I believe. I could be wrong. Kind of floating that info from the top of my brain. But this gives you ballistic value based on the load and what the center dot, second 0 does in the bottom of the circle. But if you get the XPS 3-2, you'll have 2 dots. And as you can see on the right hand side, it will represent a 50 and 200 yard, 500 yard, and then the very bottom of the ring is a 7-yard ring. And that's kind of cool information, and you'll have to get used to how that works. I prefer the -0, 1 dot. Okay, that's what I like. Inside some foam, you're gonna have your holographic sight. Look at that thing. Is that not just freaking awesome or what? That's good looking. Not only is it good looking, sucker's packed with features, and let me go over them. So let me give you a 360 tour. This is a metal hood. Has 3 buttons on the left hand side, down, up, night vision. Now keep in mind, if you don't know this already or don't own an EOTech, the up, there's 12 brightness settings. Up, down will give you the brightness settings. Either or of these buttons will turn the actual holographic sight on. So it should be on. See, 12 brightness settings, and pushing this NV will make that IR, so it'll for night vision. And then you're going to have this awesome throw lever down here. This is a quick detach lever to mount on your Picatinny rail. So once you get this fitted for your particular flat top receiver, it will just simply click in there, positive lock, secure, really awesome locking mechanism. And that is not found on a lot of EOTechs. Usually there's a thumb screw that you have to tighten on. I'll show you what I mean by that. This has a quick detach lever so you can quickly raise that on and off. I believe this is a 7mm base. I'll have to check the specs on that. I'm not 100% sure. But you can co-witness this with your iron sights. Should be no issue. I like the buttons are on the side, not on the rear. So if you have a magnifier or flip-up sights pushed up against this, you can actually actuate these buttons without them being in the way. Some of these EOTechs have the on, up and down arrow on the back, which is a pain in the ass to get to if you have a magnifier up against this or your backup sights. Okay, elevation windage here on the side, your battery compartment. This is this housing is plastic. It's like a polymer. The hood is metal, and this screw thing with the positive, that just means the button, the battery should be facing, the little nipple should be facing the right hand side, and then you can use a quarter or dime to unscrew this, or I just keep it hand tight. And there's a nice O-ring on there, so I'm not too worried about tightening that up too hard. They have this weird lanyard thing here just so you don't lose this lid. I guess people lose the lid. I don't really see the point, so not quite sure why that's there, but whatever. I can see this kind of catching on to shit if you're mess with your rifle a lot, which I do. This allows for the delta ring not to be in the way, this little rise here. And this takes 3 3/4 inch of rail space, a little under 4 inches. That's pretty awesome because you can see how much longer the older models are. This is the 517, which is basically the 512, except they move the buttons on the sides. I like the buttons on the sides. Again, they're not in the way of the magnifiers if you have magnifiers or your backup sights. So you can see how much rail space this takes. Look at this. It's like 5 inches of rail, 6 inches of rail space versus a little over 3. Okay? And that's that. Love it. I think it's freaking awesome. Now, a little side note, there are a lot of knockoffs out there, so just, pay attention. All the lettering will be very crisp. This night vision button will, the quickest way to spot a fake EOTech, the NV button actually turns the reticle from red to green. If it does that, you have a knockoff. Instant knockoff, because EOTech does not have a model that turns their reticle green, as far as I know. Okay. Also, another way to tell if you have a real EOTech is this barcode with that serial number should match the box. Okay. That number should match. 782 matches. Okay. You don't want to spend $400 or $500 on a knockoff. Trust me. These are the knockoff versions are like $150 at best. They come from China, not made in the USA, and they're not built the same. Sorry. If I've had some people say, "Oh, I have an airsoft version. It works fine." Trust me, it doesn't. I've owned one, shot 2 magazines through it, and the thing was so far off zero I couldn't believe it. So you get what you pay for. Trust me, this is the shit right here. This is awesomeness, and this is the model that I think is this is top of the line. I love it. Now this comes in black too, so if you don't like the flat dark earth, that's cool. You can get the black version, and that's the same price, I believe. So that's that. Oh, okay, so let's talk about the CR123 battery. Pros and cons. It's been discussed. Well, do you prefer the AA battery version, or the CR123 battery version? The pro and cons. Pro, AA batteries in the zombie apocalypse can be found anywhere, right? How hard will it be to find batteries for your optics? Super easy, right? The CR123 batteries are less common. They'll be harder to find, but I'll tell you what, on the brightest setting, level 12, your CR123 battery is good for 500 to 600 hours. So that's a long time. So I have a box. I have plenty of these laying around. These are basically, I think, a 12-pack. Surefire 12-pack that are good for like 10 years. And these go to I have a lot of Surefire illumination products. So these lithium 123A batteries, 10-year shelf life, freaking 500 hours per battery. I think I'm good. I have both, so in situation I need to use the AA version, I can slap that on, no problem. But this is good, okay? So that's that. So bottom line is, this, in my opinion, is one of the fullest featured EOTECHs out there, and I'll tell you, let's do a summary. 1, quick release. Okay, instead of having this little thumb screw. This thumb screw works, that's fine. You lay it on there, you thumb it on, and you give it a little tighten pull. That's fine. But this quick detach, freaking awesome. Okay, awesome. The buttons on the side, optimum for magnifiers and or just, that's where the buttons should be, but not all the EOTECHs have the buttons on the side. Some of them have them on the rear here. I believe all of them should be on the left hand side. Night vision capable, in case you have PVS 14s or other night vision capable optics. Short base, very small on the rail, only occupies 4 inches. Super quality, super well made glass. Oh, it's still on. A little side note for those who don't know. Oh, and lastly, the CR123 battery is legit. 500, 600 hours of runtime. Buy a 12-pack, you'll be good for a while. I promise you. Another thing is, to turn it on, you press any one of these two buttons. The up button will automatically program that to shut off without any activity in 8 hours. The down button will automatically shut the optic off in 4 hours. And just a little FYI, so it's still on. If I want to shut them off, I press both the up and down button at the same time, and that will actually shut the optic off. So I guess I can save battery. I'm not too worried about battery usage on this bad boy. So that's it. It's actually a dense little package. Pretty happy with this guy. This will probably be my last EOTech for quite some time. I can't see them trumping all the features they've thrown into this one little unit. So it should be good for quite some time. Pretty freaking happy with it. So comments below. Let me know what you think about it. Subscribe. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos on the other EOTECHs. And hey, keep in mind, I started off slow. I bought the 512. I really enjoyed that holographic sight, but with the basic features, I decided to upgrade to the buttons on the side, the 517. Then I bought the EXPS3 zombie stopper, which was very similar to this. No quick detach, but a short base, buttons on the side, no night vision. But I'll tell you what, I hated the prongs, the biohazard version. And it's a cool concept, okay? The zombie stopper concept is very awesome. And you had these little biohazard prongs that poked out of the round reticle. And then they illuminated, right? Very cool. But it obstructed my field of view, and I didn't enjoy that disruption in my sight. So I prefer the simple circle and the little dot, little 6 MOA circle. That's all I want. I want it to function good. I want to be able to be on target without any disruption, because even if you... Now I guess it'd be kind of cool if they could change the brightness settings so these prongs were different, like lighter, and have the reticle a little darker. If you can manipulate that and make that happen, that would be good. But with the brightness settings up, these prongs really obstructed my field of view. So I ended up selling that holographic sight because I just didn't like it personally. My personal preference, that's all. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Enjoy your life. Thank you so much. Subscribe. Check out my other videos. More videos to come. Thanks.